It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares. Hour with from Trapper John, MD, Charles Siebert. From Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak. From Magnum PI, Roger E. Mosley. From Dallas, Ken Kercheval. From Three's Company, Richard Kline. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bauman. Much.
What do you say, team, baby?
Yes, sirree.
Where are the girls?
The boys are here.
Okay, a bunch of us guys got together out here, and we thought we'd
put on a game show.
That's right.
Stag party.
Tough.
I have no women out here. I tell you what I'm going to do right off the bat here. Hold my mic, would you please?
Well, yeah, hold my mic.
I'm going to take off my jacket.
Oh, my goodness.
Join me.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Huh? Here we go. I'll go first.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to get wet.
All right, well, let's meet our players here. Oh, sorry. See?
How careers are made, right here.
This is a tough business. Don't ever go for a swim when there's another host around.
All right, you guys, if you're ready, we'll start, okay?
Yes.
Hey, big guy.
All right, what do you say we say hello to the two dames over here? Hey, hello, Dave. Hey, what do you say?
Settle down.
Your name is Rena Haas, right?
Right.
And yours is Karen Pollard.
Yes.
A brisk round of applause for the two women over here. Let's hear about you, Rena.
Well, I'm a mother of 3 children, ages 15, 13, and 9.
Right.
I'm a full-time secretary in Santa Monica, and I am a native of Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. Hey, Brooklyn, what do you say?
What high school?
Let him stay until we
Lafayette.
start the card game.
All right. Karen, let's hear from you.
Hi, I'm a professional makeup artist, but I took a few years off to become a bartender, which I loved.
Was that difficult?
No, not at all. It's just fun.
What do you guys have? We got a bartender over here.
I'll have
What do
a
you
frozen
want?
daiquiri,
A
please.
frozen
Yeah.
daiquiri.
What a guy.
I
what
have a
guy.
son that's 18 months old, and I love to go to jazzercise classes, and I love to bicycle on the weekends with my son.
Where do you bike?
Just around the neighborhood. I live near Newport Beach.
Great exercise. It's a wonderful thing to do. I'm a bicycle advocate myself. All right, good luck to you. We'll begin the match game. We'll play 3 rounds. The winner will go on to challenge the returning champion of Hollywood Squares. Chance to win up to $30,000. Or do you go first?
A, please.
I understood it.
Hey, all right, A is what she said. You heard her plain as I did.
You still have water in your ear.
I do. And the canal is dirty, too. It's polluted. The ringmaster said, last year the circus went.
Water in the eye.
Chlorine in his eye. Chlorine in his eye, right there.
Lost the contacts in the canal.
That's right. Last year, the
Gene's
circus
contacts.
went broke down south. It was really terrible. For months, all we had to eat was Southern fried blank.
The circus went broke. Let me read.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready over here? Here we go, Rena. Ringmaster said last year the circus went broke down south, and it was really terrible. For months, all we had to eat was Southern fried blank.
Catfish.
Catfish. Now, you see, she didn't listen carefully. The implication in the question is that they went broke and they had to resort to cooking some of the caged animals. That was the implication.
It was?
It was?
It was. Nobody understands me.
Well, you got me.
Could you let me read it again, Gene?
Now, come on now, if somebody doesn't say giraffe or lion or anything like that, I'm going to quit. I'm going back in the canal.
Men don't quit. You want the job again because we're in
All
trouble
right.
down
I
here.
just come from the canal.
Yeah.
I think I got circus and zoo mixed up, but it's his hippo.
Hippo. All right, that's okay.
Close.
That's all right with me. Yeah. A hippo would be could be a circus
I'm
animal.
enamored of my answer. I don't know. Southern fried clown.
A clown. Hey. I think that's excellent. Because that's where the song came from. Eat a clown, eat a clown.
Batter up.
All right.
Well, I didn't think that the circus would eat their animals. That would be almost like cannibalism. So I came up with Southern fried peanuts, a real macho answer.
Really?
Yeah. See there? Yeah, Southern fried. They know.
Not one of those, Raj. We're throwing you in a canal, pal. All right, John.
Yeah, well, two for the canal, because I said Southern fried peanuts.
All right, you're going to the
Two for the
canal,
canal.
too.
All right. Hey,
How much room is there in that canal?
It's a very big canal.
Goobers or peanuts?
Goobers,
right, we
peanuts.
understand.
Because they have those at the circus.
What do you think they feed the elephants? Peanuts.
That's right.
Ah, you guys.
Did we maybe not understand the question?
You didn't understand the question.
We didn't
She
understand
didn't
the
understand.
question.
Nobody. Did you understand the question?
Yeah, they all thought we had a
All
good
right, you
answer.
would have said southern fried lion or tiger or any of the animals that
Let's
appear
ask
in
them. How many would have said peanuts? How many would have said
They
peanuts?
cheated. They cheated.
10%. 10%.
But
and
our
not
10%,
not a
Gene.
person more. Are you ready, Karen?
clown.
Now listen carefully because I'm getting fed up with this whole thing. At the Olympics, Martha said, "No wonder the Nerdo Crumbesia track team always loses. Instead of running shoes, those weirdos are wearing blanks."
The what team?
Nordo
Nerdo Crumbesia is a fake, dumb, tacky country that has no style or class or intellectual capability.
It's a beautiful
We
canal.
made it up. Oh. You guys ready up there?
No.
Ken, you're holding up the parade. You ready, Karen? All right, here we go. At the Olympics, Martha said, "No wonder the Nerda Crumbesia track team always loses. Instead of running shoes, those weirdos are wearing blanks."
Golf shoes.
Golf shoes. All right. All right. Well, I guess you could run pretty good in golf shoes, couldn't you? Especially if you were on a cinder track, because the spikes would help you.
Right. Thanks, Gene.
Thongs.
Thongs. Really?
I feel a thong coming on.
What was that? I didn't hear that.
I feel a thong coming on.
Aha.
Yes, sir.
Well, he's from Hollywood. That's why he said thongs.
Yeah.
But you know how they are out here.
Nice summer in that country, and I said galoshes.
Galoshes is very good. Splendid. You couldn't run in galoshes.
Oh, they're saying boots. That's very
Listen, no,
sweet for them to
galoshes is
agree
very
with you.
good because it would be difficult to run and it would be dumb to wear galoshes.
There you go. So
if
you'll
you're trying-
understand this answer then too,
right.
Gene. I mean, I figured there would be athletes that have to put something athletic on their feet, so I came up with
Skis, very good. Very good.
That's good.
Anything that would make it difficult to run or impede your progress. What
I'm
have you got?
so glad you liked this before. I said galoshes. one of my
Absolutely.
favorite
Excellent.
words.
Charlie, no doubt,
One
has
of
a
my
good one.
favorite onomatopoetic words, mucklucks.
Mucklucks. Yeah.
a mucklug.
Those are furry and fuzzy and they'd be tough to run in. All right.
Oh, sounds good.
If you put tennis shoes on your feet, you'd have snowshoes, right?
Snowshoes. No, wait a-
Snowshoes.
Snowshoes is
snowshoes.
good
That's
shoes?
good. That'll make it tough
Snowshoes.
to
They
run
look
in.
like tennis rackets, and
Yeah,
you
right.
wear them in the snow in Eskimo.
Gotcha. So there we are, a zip-to-zip tie, a real tight game going here. Wow. We'll have more of this right after these messages. Here we go, round two. Now, scores tied. She went first last time. You're up, Karen.
I'll choose B.
You'll choose B.
Yes.
All right, Karen. Farmer Brown said, "That earthquake was terrible. Now all my cows are giving blank." Ha! It's a good one.
It is.
Really a good one.
Come on. We can start the card game sooner than we thought.
How do you guys feeling about doing this all the time without the women around? You want to do that? Or
We're manly men. We're doing macho
What's
manly
that?
things here.
Yeah. You want to get the women in on this, or you want to keep them out all the time?
Now let's
they
get them in
should be
here.
They should be here.
This
Next
is a
time.
test, guys.
All right.
Don't put anything in
Ready, Karen? Farmer Brown said that earthquake was terrible. Now all my cows are giving blank.
Milkshakes.
Milkshakes, right. They love you, Karen. All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. There's one for Karen. Milkshake.
That was the answer. I'm a little embarrassed that I didn't get it, but I have whipped cream.
Whipped cream is another good possibility.
Well, I don't know. Manly
Not
men,
doable. Not
manly
doable.
men would not come up with things like milkshakes and whipped cream.
What would a macho guy say?
Well, but then there's the earring. Milkshakes.
Milkshake. So you got two, Karen. John?
Yeah, I'll see you 2 milkshakes and raise you a milkshake.
All right. There are other good possibilities. Cottage cheese, sour cream, and all of that.
Or butter.
Or butter, if
Yeah,
you really
well,
shake it enough.
But not enough.
Yeah. Richard?
Milkshakes.
Milkshake. All right, Karen, you picked up 4 there. You're doing very well. A little catching up, Rena. Here we go with you. The director of the nose clinic said.
Oh, hey. All right, my
Oh,
kind
yes.
of question.
That's right. I don't understand it, but maybe you will. He said, I think it was a mistake calling our fundraiser a smellathon. Weird Willie just phoned in and pledged a blank.
Oh, no.
I guess, just think about it as a straightforward
Pledged a
question.
smellathon.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ending. Come on. Get another card. You can do better than that. What kind of answer is that? Came here to play the game, didn't you? Okay, now you're talking. Got a way to go. Is he still sitting down? Good. Okay, I'll go over here. Rena,
Yes.
the director of the nose clinic said, I think it was a mistake calling our fundraiser a smellathon. Weird Willie just phoned in and pledged a blank.
Box of tissues.
That's 2, Rena. All right. Well,
Entirely
Listen.
lost, all right?
is this show going down the drain?
It's starting to smell.
Are we getting too intellectual?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say, I can't wait to see the rest of the answers. Gas mask.
Gas mask. All right. That's a possibility. Possibility.
Which would come in handy when
Right.
you pledge a bag of manure.
Bag of manure. What do you say, Raj?
Smell-a-thon.
Right.
Skunk.
Skunk, of course. Rena, are you getting the hang of this? You got one more round, All right, John.
I would like to pledge a pig.
Hey, pig. They smell. What did he say? Charlie.
Could you explain the rules of this game to me? I said sneeze.
Sneeze.
Nose. Didn't make any sense to me either.
Yeah, all right.
Well, we're all men, right? So
We're
my
all
first
men.
answer was armpit, but I said no. I crossed it out. We need something a little more upgrading. I said a pair of sweat socks because they smell.
Right. Okay.
Same to you.
That's our anchor man.
4-0 to score at the end of round 2. Karen's ahead. Third and final round right after this, if you please. Here we go. Third and final round. Bing. Karen, you're ahead. You'll have to go first.
Okay, I'll choose A, Gene.
8 is. 2 people play. They are Charlie and Pat.
Aha.
The Beverly Hills Zoo is so ritzy. If your heart's not in it, you can get on the next bus and get out of here.
Back to Anaheim.
Here we go. Beverly Hills is so ritzy that the zebras have blanks.
You know,
I don't get it either.
I'm a sort of, I consider myself to be a bright fellow.
Yes.
And I have a high school degree.
That's right, and you have a
High school degree.
modicum of humor.
That's right. But darned if this doesn't...
Maybe Roger or Ken will help you out here.
All right.
Or Richard might help.
Yeah. I guess I have to write something. Huh?
Yes. When we're all finished playing
Waiting on
the
you,
round,
Pat.
the writer of the question, who I believe is standing over there, will give us what he thinks is the definitive
optimum answer.
Yes,
Get him in
right.
the sights of the target.
Hello, Karen. The Beverly Hills Zoo is so ritzy that the zebras have blanks.
Gucci stripes.
Gucci stripes, that's it. Now that she says it, I know that's it.
Nice hair.
Could she
Why
be one of
didn't
the
we think
writers?
of that, you guys?
Is it enough to say I don't match and move on?
No, you have to show it. No matter how ashamed you are, you must hold it up there and say
man,
it.
Pat,
Say
be a
it.
man.
That's real shame.
Silk pajamas.
Get out of here, in the canal.
Into the canal.
I liked it.
He said silk pajamas, which
okay.
obviously, but
I
Gucci
like
stripes
Gucci
is
Gucci stripes is terrific, and we almost got it. This is gold stripes.
Gold
Could we
stripes,
match that? No, we couldn't match that, huh?
Karen, you're on the ball. That was really well
Sorry,
done.
Karen.
Now we come to you, Rena, and you need 4 to tie and 5 to win. Here it is. Linda said, it's weird dating a game show host. He has an applause sign over his blank.
Stand this.
Yeah.
All you game show hosts.
I want to thank you, by the way, when I started hosting a game show for that list of rules you gave me and helpful hints. The be abusive one was very good to your
Right,
guests.
that helps
It was
a lot.
Very
Yeah,
helpful.
right.
I'll never forget that piece of advice.
Called audience management.
Now we have to treat our people here with tender, loving care. We only abuse the stars, that's all. Ready, Raj? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Rena. Linda said it's weird dating a game show host. You know he has an applause sign over his blank.
His bed.
His bed. You know what's going to happen. Ken, what do you
I
say?
think it's Rena's turn to score.
Really? In bed. 4-1 the score. Pat? There it is. Too bad. What is the right answer?
Over his jockey show.
What a guy.
Okay.
What a guy.
Let's pierce his other ear.
Yep. Ta-da, ta-da, dum, ta-da, ta-da. Applause, applause. Okay.
Yeah. 3 game show hosts, 3 beds, no waiting.
Right. One more bed ties the score.
Is it true what they say about game show hosts? Ben!
Yeah. 4-4.
I'm having fun.
Shorts. We got a tie. By Joe.
Okay. This is exciting.
Well, you got a reprieve
tried,
there, Rena. Now we're going to go to the tiebreaker, and here we go. I'll read the question to you. The tie-breaking question is house blank. No help, please. House blank. Now, in front of you here, but out of sight of the stars, are 4 pretty good responses to that. Your seats were determined by lot. Karen, you'll go first. You may choose any of the answers by number only. Don't say any words.
2.
You want number 2. There you go. Now, Rena, of the remaining 3, which do you want by number?
Number 4.
Number 4. Now, I'm going to go over and canvass the stars and get verbal responses to that house blank. As soon as you hear your answer, let me know in some demonstrative manner. Yes.
Boat.
Boat. Nobody has houseboat. But that was up there. Pat?
Plant.
House plant. That was not up there, and nobody's got that one either.
I mean, a bunch of chauvinists, what would I say? Housewife.
Housewife. Rena wins the game. Karen had house call. Come on down. Well, Karen, it was a pleasure to meet you. We're going to send some gifts to you from the match game. Karen Pollard, ladies and gentlemen. And there she goes. What are you doing? You had to put your shoes. You had to put your shoes on?
No, I had to fix my pants and they didn't.
Oh, your hem of your slacks got caught in there. All right, now we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares. Here comes the rest of the furniture. The 3 stars will be here in a moment. John and I will trade places. Lots more excitement coming along. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Duquesne's gas grill in a colorful cabinet, American-made, featuring 3 burners, 2 for grilling, 1 for rotisserie, and the steel cooking grid designed to hold heat more efficiently, furnished by Duquesne. It's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Square, Power with Marcia Wallace. Lois Hamilton. From another world, Petronia Paley. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
Okay, we're going to be back in just a minute to play Hollywood Squares. Don't miss it, okay?
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
And here she is. She's from Brooklyn. And she's tough. She toughed it out. You made it in there with the big boys. You said housewife at the right time, Rena Haas, and you're moving on to Hollywood Squares. Okay, now we got 3 new dames up on the top. Marcia Wallace is here.
Excuse me. Yay!
Petronia Paley. And Lois Hamilton. We'll behave now.
Enough for them.
We
time
have
to
ladies.
behave,
We'll
right?
be ladies,
We'll be
John.
back.
We have ladies present.
Miss
Excuse me, we
Hamilton.
are women.
Pardon me, Ms. Hamilton. Yes, one
women.
of the lovely women on the top.
Yes.
You are, you know, it's too bad about your career, Lois, that it's in such a, your career has come to such a standstill. She's only about to do 4 movies in succession.
That's
now,
true.
could you describe them briefly?
How much
If you
time do we
remember.
have? I start with one called Karanyaga in July, then go to one called Bases Loaded, a comedy with Jonathan Winters in October. After that, a love story called The Last Island. And after that, a female James Bond, beginning of next year.
Not too bad, huh?
Not too bad.
Any of you guys doing as good as that?
No, but let's get her down here where we can talk about getting some work.
Well, you have the potential of doing as good as that, Rena Haas. Let's zip over here and see how you make out in Hollywood Squares. And here's a lady who's done pretty well for herself in a couple of days on our show. Her name is Darlene Curtis. Her total, $12,275. Nice going.
Thanks.
I had a little time to think about it. Has the shock worn off?
No.
No.
It hasn't.
Have you discussed this with anyone, these exciting winnings? Family,
With
friends?
my whole family. They're here today.
Uh-huh.
They're rooting for me.
Good. Okay, well, you're going to play Hollywood Squares at least one more time. Should you get through today, you may go on to Supermatch. On the other hand, Rena may. That may be worth up to $30,000 for someone. The first game's always worth $100, $25 for every square. The champ always gets to start. That is you, Darlene Curtis. Pick a star, and here we go.
Pat, please.
Pat Sajak.
I'm ready.
It's an interesting combination of the two halves of our show. You're a lady Marine.
This is hypothetical, right?
Yes.
All right.
I suppose, unless you can tell me differently. You're a lady Marine and you're getting married. According to the New Bride's Book of Etiquette, is it all right to wear your uniform at the ceremony, or should a bride only wear a wedding gown?
Is it all right to wear one, or do you have to wear one?
No, is it all right?
Oh, it's
Is it
sure.
acceptable?
It's fine to wear one. Sure. A Marine can do that.
He says it's fine to wear a uniform at the ceremony, Lady Marine. What do you say?
I'll agree.
It is okay to wear your uniform at the ceremony. You are right to agree, and you get the first square. Yes, sir. I do, sir.
It's another who cares joke. Yeah.
And you do have a chance for an O. Pick a star, Rena.
Marcia, please.
Marcia Wallace. Who can run faster, Joan Collins or the average snake in the grass?
Well, I made a vow never to run at age 11, and I've kept it. That's probably more information than you want about me, John. Little human interest. Joan Collins is not known for her running. I haven't seen her in any marathons, but she is... Well, snakes don't have any feet. Good heavens. Sure you were going to let me look foolish on national television. Snakes don't have any feet. They can't run.
Okay, well,
Joan Collins.
we're talking about moving.
Oh, moving?
About the speed, at which these individuals are able to move. Is your answer still
It's
Joan
still,
Collins?
No, it's the snake.
She says...
I was
that-
just testing you before.
She says the average snake in the grass can move faster than Joan Collins. What do you say, Rena?
I'll agree.
Joan Collins, she should have stuck with it. You should have disagreed because reptiles move no faster than 5 miles per hour.
Because they have no feet.
Both Joan and the reptiles wiggle about the same amount, however. Darlene, it is your move. You're playing X.
Richard to win.
Okay, this will give you the first game. What weighs more, an average hippopotamus on roller skates Or Orson Welles in a Cadillac Eldorado?
Oh, Richard.
I don't see the humor in this. The woman is trying to win the game here. I would say that, Mr. Wells, I will serve no Cadillac before it is time. I would say Orson weighs a lot more.
So Orson in a Cadillac weighs more.
I'll disagree.
Orson Welles in a Cadillac Eldorado does, in fact, weigh more, so you
Thank
should have
you,
agreed
Darlene.
with Richard. Your opponent gets that square and blocks you. And here are the vitals, guys. Over 4,000 pounds for Orson Welles in the Cadillac Eldorado, 3,600 for the Cadillac, about 400 for us, and the Hippo, no more than 3,000, and the skates won't quite make it. Okay, we'll be back to finish this game right after these messages. See ya.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares. Now, back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
50 for Darlene, 25 for Rena, the challenger. But that was a big break for you because you stopped her in the $100 game. Rena's your move for an O.
Gene, please.
Okay, Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
In Martha Washington's Book of Cookery, does she have a recipe for sparrow stew, or weren't sparrows worth stewing over?
The sparrow was not native to America. The English sparrow came from England. And in Martha Washington's
name.
time, it had not arrived. The boat was late.
So he says there's no recipe for sparrow stew.
No.
Agree or disagree, Rena?
I'll disagree.
In Martha Washington's Book of Cookery, she has a recipe for sparrow stew. Yes, you're right to disagree. Well done. Which is one way to have your sparrow stew. You get the square. No wonder George had wooden teeth. Darlene.
Charlie Block.
Okay. Now you're in a bit of trouble. You need this one or the first game goes to Rena. Charlie Siebert.
Yeah.
Your brie smells ever so faintly like Windex. Is this the perfect time to eat it, or is your cheese past its prime?
Windex?
Mm-hmm.
My brie never smells like Windex, John. Brie is never past its prime. So there. However you want to take that.
So you're saying it's the perfect time to eat
It's
it?
perfect time to eat it.
I'll
Okay.
agree.
Your brie is past its prime if it smells like Windex. You should have disagreed with Charlie. Your opponent gets that square and wins the first game. Do not eat that brie. Use it to clean your windows. All right. Rena. That was a bit of a comeback in the $100 game, but it is early yet. You have the lead, but we're going to sweep the X's and O's off of the board and move right on to the $200 game, which we're going to start with you, Darlene. Pick a
Pat,
star.
please.
Pat Sajak.
Rayburn is going berserk
No,
here. It's
put
just
yourself
settle
down.
down.
Now, settle down.
Thanks, Pat.
I'm ready.
What is the subject of the book entitled Flushed with Pride? Is it the autobiography of Gerald Ford or the life story of the man who refined the toilet?
No, I've read the autobiography. That's Fall with Pride. The so it would be the other. It would be the toilet.
So he says Flushed with Pride is the life story of the man who refined the toilet. Agree or disagree, Darlene?
I'll agree.
Flushed with Pride is the life story of Thomas Crapper, the man who refined the toilet. You are right to agree, and you get the square. That is his name. Yes.
Hence the expression, I have to go to the Thomas. We've heard of that many times.
How refined was he? Rena Haas, your move for an O.
Okay, Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn. You run into Mr. T at a dinner party.
Yes.
Now, does Amy Vanderbilt encourage you to ask for his autograph, or is that tacky?
Well, I think at a private dinner party, one should respect his privacy and let him eat his meal without being disturbed. And I'd say it's tacky.
Okay. Agree or disagree, Rena?
I'll agree.
Amy Vanderbilt encourages you to ask for his autograph. You should have disagreed. Don't look at me. Do I look like Amy Vanderbilt?
Amy.
Maybe she
Pull
wants
yourself
Mr. T's
together.
autograph for herself. I don't know, but your opponent gets that square. Darlene, good break for you. Pick a star.
Lois to win.
Okay, this would give you the game in the lead. Lois Hamilton. You're a newborn porcupine. Were you born with your quills, or did they grow out later?
All newborn everythings are cute and fluffy, so I would assume that they grew out later.
She says the quills grew out later. What do you say, Darlene?
I'll
for the game?
disagree.
You are born with your quills. You did it this time. You're right to disagree, and you get the square. Almost an instant replay of the last game, where you almost had it, but then didn't. But this time you came through. You do have the lead. However, we will break for these messages and come back and find out what happens on the day. $325 for Darlene and $175 for Rena, the challenger, but it's a $300 game, so simple mathematics tells us that you can easily catch up. Rena, pick a star.
Pat, please.
Pat Sajak. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, when a pickle gets soggy, can you make it crisp again? Or is it soggy forever?
It's soggy forever.
Agree or disagree, Rena?
I'll agree.
The pickle is soggy forever. You are right to agree, and you get the square. Good follow-up for the porcupine. Darlene, your move. Pick a star.
Jean, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
How does a chimpanzee break open a nut?
Soggy forever. Sad.
Does the chimpanzee use a rock, or does he use his bare hand?
A chimpanzee has the ability to use tools, primitive tools. A rock. He could break open that nut with a rock.
Chimp uses a rock. What do
I
you say?
agree.
The chimpanzee uses a rock. You were right to agree, and you get the square.
Closest animal to the
And he
human
learns one more
is in the
trick. He
paper
gets his
today.
own series.
Once again.
Rena Haas, your move for an O.
He had it.
You had it.
Marcia, please.
Okay, Marcia Wallace.
I'll answer any question that isn't about Joan Collins. She's a swell gal, a good little mother, a fine bowler, but I've had it with her, and the questions, and that's all. Now I'll answer anything else.
Who gets more roses? A Kentucky Derby winner
Or Joan Collins.
or Joan? No, or Miss America.
You know, it should be that lovely horse because he's a lot bigger than the last Miss America I saw.
But is he bigger than Joan Collins?
That's the thing. We'll ponder that later, John. I say it's that swell horse.
She says the horse gets more roses. What do you say?
I'll agree.
The Kentucky Derby winner does, in fact, get more roses. He gets 500 American Beauty roses. Okay, you are right to agree, and you get another O. So, Darlene, you are playing X. What do you want to do?
Richard DeBlock.
You missed this one. The lead goes back to Rena. Richard Kline, you're a young bird who has learned to fly on his own.
Sweet.
Now, will your mother leave you alone, or will she still keep preening and pecking at you every chance she gets?
Well, I think I know this from experience because we have nests up where we live, and they are very attentive to their young, even after they fly. So I would say she still does some sort of postnatal care.
He says she'll still keep preening and pecking at you, even though you've learned to fly on your own. What do you say, Darlene?
I'll agree.
To block. A young bird who has learned to fly, the mother will leave you alone. You should have disagreed with Richard, and your opponent gets that square and wins the game and takes back the lead. So what it means is we got a real barn burner going. Rena has taken the lead in the $300 game, but we're going to zip right along to the $400 game. As soon as we remove the O's and the X, we're going to start it with you, Darlene. Let's keep it moving and pick a star.
Pat, please.
Pat Sajak. You're having dinner at your boss's house.
Yes.
After you finish eating, you still have some gravy left on your plate. Now, according to Emily Post, is it okay to sop up the gravy with a piece of bread and eat it? Or would this be just about the rudest thing you could do?
My boss is Merv Griffin, and he sops up gravy. I've seen him do it, so it'd be okay. I think you can actually do that, yes.
He says it's okay to sop up that gravy and
I
eat
agree.
it. It is okay to sop up the gravy with some bread and eat it. Eat it. You get the square, and an X goes up. And Rena Haas, you are playing O, your move.
Jean, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yeah.
Who has a higher cholesterol level? You or the average person in China?
I would have a much higher level than the average Chinese person.
Agree or disagree, Rena?
I'll agree.
Yes, Gene would. We would. Any of us would. You get the square.
Gene Wood.
Undoubtedly a matter of diet. Darlene, your move.
Oh, Ken, please.
Okay. Was that what she said at first? I didn't hear her.
I didn't hear.
I didn't hear.
I didn't hear.
Whatever he said is okay with us, honey.
Okay with
Okay, I think it was, so. You're in Japan on Buddha's birthday. To celebrate, what do you take to temple? Is it fresh flowers or fresh fish?
I have to guess. Fish.
He says fresh fish.
I agree.
Fresh flowers, no. You should have disagreed with Ken, and your opponent gets that square. So it's getting critical for Darlene. You can really do something here, Rena. Pick a star.
Marcia to win, please.
Okay, this would give you a pretty big lead at this point in the day. According to the book Cannibalism and the Common Law, if you were shipwrecked on the high seas without food, according to protocol and such matters, who got eaten first? The cabin boy or the ship's cook?
Or Joan Collins. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm deadly serious.
Gee, I was going to read that book last week, but I read Joan Collins' book instead. Tell me again.
There
I'm
is
sorry.
this book, Cannibalism and
Yeah.
the Common Law. There is protocol, and somebody got eaten first. It was either the cabin boy or the ship's cook.
Well, I suppose it depends on how good of a cook he was, but I would say the cabin boy. He would be below the cook, I guess, so to speak.
What do you say, Rena, for the game and a big lead?
I'll agree.
The cabin boy always goes first. You are right to agree. You get the square, and you win another game. And the bell means that time is up. She has done it. $1,025. Rena Haas is our new champ. Good for you. Whoa. Now you collect yourself for a second and zip your way over there. Join Gene. Get set for your shot at the big money.
I had fun.
Good.
Thanks a lot.
Good. Well, thank you. You were terrific.
Thanks.
That was really an exciting game. You know, I'm sorry somebody had to lose that one because it was back and forth all day, and both of you played extremely well. Your total leaving here is certainly something to be very happy about. $12,650 for our very lovely lady, Darlene Curtis. Thank you.
Okay, John, here we are with the champ. We'll be back with her and the stars for a go at the really big show right after this.
And now, here to play the super matches, Gene Rayburn.
Hey, here we are. All right. Now, Rena, this is your first shot up here. How do you feel about it?
A little nervous.
You're nervous now. Take a
Confident.
deep breath. Another one. Okay. Run around the studio 8 times. And, no, I'm only kidding.
Galoshes.
Listen, you could win up to $30,000 here, and we wish you well. Here we go. We polled an audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank face. $1,000 for you if you give us the most popular. $500 for the second. $250 for the third. Whom do you call on for a little assist here?
Marcia?
Put on a happy face.
Really?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yes, I know it well.
Thank you.
John?
About face.
About face. All right, now you've got 2.
Charlie?
Face to face.
Face to face.
Yes.
All right. Now, your job is to look them over, put on a happy face, about face, and face to face. Think about it. Decide if you want to choose one of those, and if so, which one, or do you want to reject them all and create one of your own?
No, I think I'll go with Marcia's.
Marcia said, put on a happy face, a song from Bye Bye Birdie. All right? Gray skies are going to clear up. Here we go. Happy face is what she's after. Put on a happy face. We'll go down to the bottom, reveal a $250 response. Happy face. Well, I guess it has to be more exact than that. Put on a happy face. The $500 response says, funny face. It's not a bad one. All right, here is your last chance for put on a happy face. May we see the $1,000, please? Scarface.
Whoa.
Scarface. You remember Al Capone?
We surveyed an audience. The audience that was surveyed was right.
I
Well,
meant
movie came
happy
out.
face. I just sang because I sing every chance I get.
Oh, I see, right.
But I really did mean happy face.
Seriously, well,
Seriously.
there's nothing we can do about that now because that moment has passed. How many of you here in the audience would say Scarface? Raise your hands, please.
Al Pacino is raising
Hey,
his
that's
hand.
less than
8
10%.
hands. Yeah, right. It's very small. Well, I don't know. That bunch said Scarface. Now, listen, I'm sorry you didn't match any of those, but since you're the champ, we can't let you go out of here empty-handed. So we're going to stake you to $100. There's your $100, and we're going to go to the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've made your decision, the star will reveal the hidden number, and we'll multiply your $100 by whatever number is revealed. And I do hope, for your sake now, since you're starting at such a low base, that you do get the 30.
Charlie?
Charlie, she thinks you might have it. It's totally at random. Here we go. So that means you're playing for $1,000. All right? All right. Ready, Charlie?
Yeah.
You're going to write your response. You'll get a verbal one from a little bit later. Liquid blank. Liquid, liquid blank. Got one? All right.
Do I want to put it in? Do I have to show?
No, just put it in the slot.
Oh, I do have to show. Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
There we go.
All set? Mm-hmm. You're sure? Oh, okay. All right. Now, you collect $1,000 if you match Charlie. What do you say?
Gold.
Liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
All right, that's one possibility.
Liquid gold. Oil is liquid gold.
That's right.
Yes. And if you get oil plugging up your pumps, you have to call pumps. You have to use
Liquid plumber.
What am I trying to say?
Yeah.
Anyway, it didn't match. Liquid plumber.
Liquid plumber
Pipes,
is an
that's what I was
excellent
trying to say.
response, and you end up with a total of $1,125. Congratulations. We'll be back with our champ and the stars right after this.
Only match
Now,
anyway.
we want to find out which one of the stars had the big number. Stars, would you all grab your tabs and give a yank? Ready, set, go.
See, I had it.
Random.
I would have said
choice
liquid
there.
plumber.
Yeah. Anyway, there was a little confusion about the put on a happy face and the happy face answer. So to be perfectly fair to Rena, we're going to give her credit for the $250 answer, which makes her total winning
good.
$1,275. Okay? All right.
That's nice.
See
That's
you tomorrow,
good.
all right?
Yes.
That's
Gene
good.
Raven inviting you to join us tomorrow.
And John Bauman saying so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
A member of our studio audience will receive the Silver Reed Penman. Fully electronic, compact daisy wheel typewriter. Practical enough for the home, durable enough for the office. Furnished by Silver Reed. This is Gene Woods speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.